A Washington Post article, women are getting off birth control amid misinformation explosion. The basic premise of the article was they said it's these nasty conservative influences are saying things like hormonal birth control can change who you're attracted to. It can lead to a weight gain. It can mess with your fertility, which was a hilarious sentence to say out loud because, of course, that's the point. But long-term fertility as well, I think, was the implication of getting off of it.
It's kind of what you expect from some place like the Washington Post.
No, I don't know what I expected.
It is true that there is a lot of misinformation out there. We are being misinformed, but it's by doctors and big pharma.
I'm just following the science. I mean, I even got this doctor here.
The whole purpose of taking this is to convince a woman's body that she's pregnant, therefore she won't actually get pregnant. That's the whole purpose of the hormonal birth control. And if it would have some certain side effects, like, potentially weight gain, or maybe it would just, by changing your hormones, change who you get attracted to. That's not that crazy of a hypothesis. Like, how is that crazy? Like, of course, if you take a bunch of hormones, it might have other effects on your body. Like, how do we not think that's the case? It's not like a magic pill. Like, it obviously is doing something to the body. I just find it so hilarious that just as more and more Americans are trying to move towards organic foods and get away from processed garbage, now we're starting to see some people second guess, wait, why are we pumping our body full of all these hormones? And you see big pharma, you see the Washington Post, the corporate media freaking out about this. Like, wait a minute, how dare you question this? The pill is everything that they depend on to create this world that they've created where people feel that they can have sex without consequence. And, the steady workforce, that's what they care about. They don't care what effects it might have on women's bodies.
Reading through the article reminded me, it kind of gave me flashbacks to COVID because it felt very much like being gaslit through the whole article. Like, people, oh no, you're not experiencing these side effects. These things are not true. And that's a lot of what happened during COVID is you're being almost gaslit by these doctors saying, oh no, like, this is totally safe, totally natural, blah, blah, blah. Well, of course, like, the female body has hormone receptors all over the place. So when you start taking and jacking a body up on hormones, then you're going to have a lot of side effects. That's duh.
Well, duh.
And of course, this doesn't really make a ton of logical sense, why there'd be such a hard push to get this to kids as early as 14. I think really the explanation that makes the most sense to me is that from a big pharma perspective of getting girls as early as 14 hooked on hormonal birth control up until the point where they want to have children, and then even post that, like well into their 40s, that's a long time to be buying a prescription of anything.
You smell that? What is that?
What?
What's that smell?
Opportunity.
No, money.
Oh, okay.
I smell money.
Okay.
And the other element to all this is crazy is like they're trying to make this seem like a right-wing conservative thing. The original people against the birth control pill were liberal feminists in the 70s during the Nelson pill hearings. They were threatening their life and reputation to be like, people are dying from blood clotting, from estrogen being pumped in their bodies. Like, this is actually killing women. And of course, maligned and offended by all the big pharma advocates because they have a lot of pull and lobbying in DC. But this isn't a right or left thing. This is a women thing.